Hello chefs, we are back again. Today we're doing the main course after the soup last week, and it's a quick chicken a la king. A la king is due to the special ingredient comes in last, and it's whiskey. King Edward, that's where it came from. And it's quick because it's not the traditional way of preparing it, but it's for us to be able to do it in 15-20 minutes at the most. So obviously chicken, a nice bit of chicken fillets or breast without the bone, a variety of peppers, the ever-present onion, salt, pepper, flour, cream, a good chicken stock. We prepared last time in a cup, some butter, and later on serve with some stir fry which I already got ready. So first things first, the pan on, make it a nice high heat, and we put in the first ingredients that we use, which will be the chicken. I put in quite a bit of butter, maybe a bit too much, take some off, if I can catch it. But to finish, take the chicken, increase the heat to almost maximum, and all you do is just cut the chicken into finger-sized strips, the size of your little finger. So you might sort of tear it a bit, like going around in different ways. Right, let it melt in nicely. I want high heat, so as to seal the chicken in nicely. Then I prepare, like we did last time, a bit of flour, seasoned flour, which means salt, pepper, so pepper, salt, pepper here, and just coat the chicken completely. Just mix it in. You can use your fingers, but just for the sake of the video, I just use the spoon. Meanwhile, the butter should come up to almost a golden color and increase the heat even more. Got a bit of a slant there, takes a bit of the fat on the side. So that's it, nicely coated, evenly coated. The flour will produce the thickening agent for the whole sauce. So that's it, getting brown, so it should be okay. No steam coming out from the cream residue. Stop sort of fizzling. Put it in with the flour as well. And make sure it's right around the pan. So we're doing something like a fricassee, but a quick one. That's it, that should be just right. And then we prepare the vegetables. So I just give it a bit of white to my board and turn it around for the vegetables. I wipe to the blade. And we're cutting the julienne, which you might remember is a strip. I keep a couple of those back, red and green, because we're doing some garnish, and always the onion first. And this time it's spread, so I cut right across the onion, and one by one goes into the pot and stir it in with the chicken. This should be slightly browning. Reduce the heat so it doesn't go too dark. To dry up, so I put in the rest of the butter, and then going from the green to the red to the yellow, the julienne, cutting from the flesh side down to the skin. Don't have to be too precise, as long as it's even in size and shape. The whole thing is going quite fast. slightly brown. In go the pepper. Very good, just mixed in with the flour, the chicken and everything. And then in with the stock. Just to barely cover the chicken. Keep some back in case I want to thin it down at a later stage. So stir it in nicely so to pick up all the sediments with the flavor. And it won't be long before it's ready. In fact, it's so quick. You'll be surprised. I just want the vegetables to get to a crunchy state. So I just let it simmer. You may reduce the heat even more. That's it. So while I wait, I prepare the garnish, something that you might be interested in, to go on top of the chicken, which I use very frequently on my work at the schools. I cut off the curly bit and I keep that sort of rounded shape sticking up with the skin again against the board. Very sharp little knife. I do what I learned to do with the onion, which is partly slice it, which means keep the end together. So I do about 7 little slices. Then I cut, so I repeat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a 7 I cut. So the finger walk comes into its own. My chicken is cooking beautifully. And as I say, be ready in no time at all. And then I do the same with the yellow pepper. So I repeat. The finger walk, I do it just with one finger this time. Sharp little knife and cut up almost to the end, as close as possible. And I do about 6, 7 thin slices. And that would be the garnish that go on top of my chicken. So what you do is then take the pepper and you just press it at the end, which keeps it together, making a little fan. This can be done with gherkins, can be done with different colored peppers, can be done with radishes, and it's quite effective for presentation. And that's to tell the people that's going to have the chicken before you actually eat it, there is pepper inside, because there's an allergy for peppers, which can be quite lethal if they don't know they're eating it. So that's the garnish I'm going to use. And my chicken, meanwhile, the sauce has thickened up nicely, and all I need is just to give it a bit of taste or flavor. It should be okay if both the chicken and the stock are full flavors. Yeah, great. A bit more of that. And now we finish off with the cream. Double cream, single cream, whipping cream. Doesn't make much difference. Just bring it to the boil and stop. And then last, a bit of the whiskey. Now I'm sure you're going to enjoy this. It says it's chicken a la king. Normally we would do this in bulk. Poach the chicken, use the stock and thick it up with the roux and prepare the peppers just blanched and put in. I'll say I got some stir-fried vegetable to go with it. Make some nice room here for presentation. I got my plate, so it can be served with pasta, rice, boiled potato, mashed potato, even some of the braised potatoes, and it's done. Just as quickly as that. So all I need is just to dish it up. and that's a good 2 portion if you're serving pasta. Try to get a nice mixture of the ingredients, and you got enough for 2. And up it goes with my little garnish on top, just on the side there. And it's chicken a la king. I hope you're gonna try it, enjoy it, same as I. And if you got some comments, let me go. Maybe next time we do something either vegetarian or fish. Bye bye for now.